It appears as though Soundpeats sent out a whole bunch of their new Air4 earbuds for review prior to the August release. I got one, and I've already seen half a dozen reviews on YouTube. From what I could tell, and from what others are sharing, it's quite a nice earbud and works well. Unfortunately, I'm one of those folks whose ears simply will not accommodate any kind of earbud, from the original Apple products right through any other brand that looks even remotely like them, including the Soundpeats Air4. My ears are just the wrong shape. I cannot get a good seal, and therefore the sound is always disappointing, and they simply will not stay in. The slightest movement and I'm chasing the left earbud down my chest onto the floor, so I can't really give the Air4 a fair review. And when I told Soundpeats my problem, they sent me a pair of their IEM-style TWSs, the Engine4. The Engine4 is close enough in design to an IEM so that I can experiment with various IEM tips and get a perfect fit, a good seal, good sound, and they tuck into my ear where they do not fall out, even when I'm exercising. They seem really well made, too. Both the earphones and the included charging case. I ended up using my usual favorite IEM tips on the Engine4. As a bonus, the Engine4 features LDAC, a high-fidelity, almost lossless Bluetooth codecs developed by Sony, originally for connecting hi-fi components in a home setting, the highest fidelity Bluetooth implementation to date. And my Shanling M1S digital audio player also has an LDAC transmitter, a partnership made, as it turns out, if not in heaven, then somewhere else where great-sounding music is appreciated. And the Soundpeats Engine4 using LDAC sounds surprisingly good, sound great in fact. The LDAC Bluetooth connection with the latest Engine4 firmware is solid and dependable, and reconnection, once easy pairing is done, happens automatically when you remove the Engine4s from their charging case. They feature a dual dynamic driver design, one 10mm for the bass and one 6mm for the mids and treble, running on the same axis. This gives them a balanced sound with almost any kind of music. They might lack the deepest rumble in the bass, and, though the treble is strong, the little twinkles and sparkles of the best IEMs are sometimes missing. But the sound is, overall, rich and satisfying. Vocals and instruments are very present and pleasant. The soundstage is wide, and instrument placement is accurate. Detail retrieval is average for an under $200 IEM. And that is my impression overall. Running LDAC from my Shanling M1S, the Engine4 sound as good for casual listening as all but one of my under $200 IEMs, and that one, the new SimGot Phoenix, should not really be priced under $200. And casual listening is what the Engine4 is all about. It's for those times when a cord would just be in the way. Light exercise, walking, jogging, tai chi, qigong, yoga, riding your stationary, etc., or out and about doing errands, or just relaxing on the couch in the evening, anytime you don't want to be tethered to your music source by a wire. That is, after all, the attraction of Bluetooth in the first place. And with the Soundpeats Engine4 running LDAC, you don't have to trade hi-fi sound for convenience. You can have them both. There is no ANC, so these are not for the noisiest situations. Air travel? Maybe not. But I just used them for 90 minutes mowing the lawn with an electric mower, and they did just fine. No dropouts, and enough sound isolation to make the music pleasant to listen to. Very satisfying. Could I have done it with a conventional wired IEM? Of course, and I have. But not having a cord between my pocket and my ears, continually worrying about snagging it, was both liberating and enjoyable. So, if you're into IEMs and used to tip rolling for the best sound, but have always resisted true wireless because of the limitations of Bluetooth, resist no longer. The Soundpeats Engine4 are TWSs made to satisfy even the most demanding IEM music lover, and at an amazingly affordable price as well. Will they replace your favorite IEMs? Probably not. but they will be amazingly satisfying for those times when a cord might limit your pleasure. They easily get my recommendation.